We're back with Bruce Firestone, founder of the Senators.
Yeah. Century 21 real estate broker too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce, you're a very, very busy man. I've seen you around Ottawa quite a bit, and you're always helping out people and doing talks. How do you keep the entrepreneurial spirit alive?
You know, I coach a lot of people now. I'm a real estate investment coach and a business coach. So a lot of the people I coach are in their 20s and 30s, of course 40s and 50s, even 60s and 70s, but mostly in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I find hanging out with people in that age range really inspires me. You know, they have new ideas. They challenge me to think in new ways. You know, my dad, before he passed, Keith, said to me, you know, people should not retire. You know, just to sit at home and watch television all day, or even if you like golf or even love golf, you know, to play golf every single day, you know, becomes like a job, right? So he said that people should be active and continue to be active as long as they possibly can, and kind of that's what keeps me going.
Oh, cool. So why do you continue to live, work, and play in Ottawa? I mean, you can go anywhere in Canada, North America, probably, world. Why Ottawa?
Well, you know, I lived in Australia for many years, and some of my family, my oldest son and his wife and their two little boys, they live in Canberra. That's the capital of Australia. So, you know, I've lived in Australia. I've worked in Australia and Canada, the United States, in Sri Lanka, in India, in Hong Kong, and in California. And also in the UK. As a young engineer, I moved around. But you know, Canada is kind of, it has an elastic band. It pulls me back. There's something about this country. It has terrible weather. I mean, we all know that. But there's something about the nature of Canadians that I truly adore and love. You know, this is a city and a country where people of all faiths and colors and creeds and gender orientation, you know, whatever, sexual orientation, where everybody seems to get along, and you know, the only thing that really seems to matter to Canadians is, are you a good person, are you a trustworthy person, and that's what inspires me to stay here.
Wow, excellent answer.
Thank you.
What do you think are the successful traits of a good business leader or person or an entrepreneur coming up? What kind of traits should they put it in the community?
Well, again, I'll talk about my dad a little bit. He passed away a long time ago now, but O.J. Firestone, Professor O.J. Firestone. And Jack and I used to have quite a lively debate on what were the two most important things in entrepreneurship or in business. And I used to say, Dad, there's three things that are really important in business: sales, sales, sales. And my dad would say, no, Bruce, it's check, check, check. And what he meant by that was, what's the use of having sales, even really great growing sales, if you are no good at delivering? And so you have to be able to execute, you have to be able to execute expertly. So ideas by themselves are not good enough, you need execution. And so I've come to realize, I'm 65 now, I've come to realize that you need both. You need sales and you need the ability to execute and deliver. And the number one thing that I look for in the businesses I deal with as suppliers to me is I look for, are they trustable? That's the biggest word in the English language, in my opinion, right? It's trust. And can you trust them?
Excellent. Another great question. Another question on entrepreneurial. How do you? I mean, you have so much knowledge and wealth of experience. Do you still take advice from other people?
That's really interesting. I'm much better at taking advice in my 60s than I ever was as a young person. I think I'm actually a nicer person at 65 than I was, say, at 35. You know, I was pretty headstrong. And, you know, like a lot of young people, or maybe, whatever, I definitely thought I knew everything. And then what I think happens in life is you climb the mountain and you're learning a lot. And you think, well, when I get to the top of this mountain here, man, I'm going to know everything. And you get to the top of that mountain. And then when you get there, you look up and you realize there's another huge slope up here. You say, well, gee, when I get to the top of that mountain, when I climb that, I'll finally know everything there is to know. And then, of course, you get to the top of that one and you realize there's another mountain there to climb. So at 65, certainly I have learned that. I don't know it all, and I'm a much better listener.
Let's segue into a little hockey question here.
All right.
Now, would you ever get involved in another startup, hockey, football, baseball, or anything, another sports that's a major league sport?
Right. Well, my wife, Dawn McMillan Firestone, she makes me keep in my briefcase a note to self. And on that note, on that paper is written three things, okay? It's real estate, stupid. It's real estate, stupid. It's real estate, stupid. Because, at least for me, Keith, the only thing I've ever made money at is real estate. I seem to know something about it. I have a little bit of educational background in it. And some experience, obviously. So the answer to that question is no. There is an inside joke in the National Hockey League I suppose I can share. And after this, we'll just stop this video. We'll do another one so it's not too long for people. But there is an inside joke amongst NHL owners, and it goes like this, Keith. What's the second happiest day of your business life? The day you buy a National Hockey League franchise. What's the happiest day of your business life? The day you sell it.
Cool. Thank you.